Hello there, it's Pastor Greg. You're watching Transforming the World. So before I get too far into this, I promise to you that I will not sing. Just so you're aware of that. You don't need to mute the speakers. You don't need to grab the earplugs. I am not going to sing. But have you ever heard the Christian song Reckless Love by Corey Ashbury? It kind of goes like this. It's like the chorus is, "Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. It chases me down, fights till I'm found, and leaves the 99. Good song. I've always enjoyed it when it first came out. The premise of the song is that God throws caution to the wind in a passionate attempt to reach the lost soul who is held captive by sin. Alluding to Matthew 18:12, if a man has 100 sheep, and one of them wanders away, what will he do? Won't he leave the 99 others on the hills and go out and search for the one that is lost?" That's the sort of God that we worship. That's the kind of Savior that we serve. And yet, there were some folks, I remember this, some folks got bent out of shape because Corey used the word reckless to describe God. It's like, God's not reckless. Well, I would agree with that. He is not reckless. But I believe Corey, as he looks at the heart of his Lord and Savior from an earthly perspective, it seems like God takes a big risk when he reaches out to rescue someone like myself who is lost and held captive by sin. The truth is, God's love, yes, it may appear reckless to you and I. But that's because we don't know all things and because we don't see all things the way God does. Because of God's view of eternity, his decisions and his directions are fully informed. It's not like God makes a decision without knowing all the facts. You know what I'm saying? God knows exactly what he's getting into when he leaves the 99 to chase one of us down and rescue us as we have been held captive by sin. From God's perspective, there is no risk because he knows the outcome. We do not. So it seems risky and reckless. The reason I tell you that is because question number 9 in this self-evaluation section, it's actually very thought-provoking. At least it is for me. When God tells me to move out in faith, do I? And, part of the reason we hesitate, it could be because of our fear. What God is asking us to do does indeed seem risky and reckless. But that's because we're lacking to see the situation through God's eyes. We're only looking at the situation through our own eyes. In Isaiah 55, the Lord points this out. This is verses 10 and 11. "For as the rain and the snow come down from heaven, and do not return there without watering the earth and making it bear and sprout, and furnishing seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so will my word be which goes forth from my mouth." Listen to this. I love this. "It will not return to me empty, without accomplishing what I desire, and without succeeding in the matter for which I sent it." That's a powerful statement from God. According to God, he sends you out. When he sends you out, he intends to accomplish his plan. God's not going to set you up for failure. That's not the way he works. When God sent me out, when God sent you out, when God gives us directions and guidance, when he sends us out into the world with his word, he has already seen the risks. He's already seen the setbacks and the potholes, yet seeing them, He still sends. And if we could just exercise a little faith that God knows exactly what He's doing, we would move forward with confidence. That's just, sometimes we scratch our head and say, Lord, you want me to take that risk? And what we need to realize, that according to God, there is no risk. I've already worked things out. I will send you out. And what I intend to accomplish through you will happen. I will see to it. It will not return to me empty. Love that powerful lesson from God. It seems reckless to us. It's not reckless to God. We'll be back tomorrow with one more example of cautiousness. And as you can see, I practiced overnight on the word. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about one more example. My name is Pastor Greg. I'll see you then.